All tied up at 1. Freeland back out to work. And he'll face Wells, Peraza, and back to the top of the lineup in Paul Goldschmidt.
The Flash, the one thing the Yankees have to realize, you know, when you play for the Yankees and you put on the pinstripes, no matter if you're a world champ, you're defending your championship.
Base hit to right field.
You're always going to have a bullseye on your back.
Yep.
And every team in baseball, the other 29 teams are going to want to beat you more than any other team.
Well, I was talking about those Devil Ray days in the late 90s, and you guys used to come in, I'll never forget it. We would get big crowds at Tropicana Field. And you used to have reporters say, are you frustrated that everybody's rooting for the Yankees? And I was like, no, it's just nice to have some energy in the building and have a, you know, a competitive series. But I always felt like you guys would jump out to an early lead and kind of set the tone. As Peraza rips one to left field and deep. That's going to short hop the wall. Wells around second. He's going to be waved home around third. The throw is not going to be made. As Oswald Peraza comes up with an RBI double, and the Yankees quickly respond, take the lead 2-1.
That was a great jump by Austin Wells. Great read off the bat. This is a cutter, first pitch cutter. It didn't get inside. And it gets over the head of the left fielder back. And there you see Wells, he's off. And he knows that ball's going to get off the wall, and he's thinking about scoring all the way. There you see Luis Rojas waving him in.
Well, the bottom of the lineup getting it done. The Yankees respond here by taking the lead quickly in the top of the 5th. Bring up Goldschmidt, who's having a good afternoon, 2 for 2 already. Batting average now at .342. We've seen Goldschmidt in this situation before, thinking about driving the ball to the right side, wants to drive in that run, but also advance Peraza to third. 21 multi-hit games this year, only second to Aaron Judge. Been so impressed with Goldschmidt this year when you watch him day in and day out, at bat to at bat. It's like he walks up with a plan. Okay, runner at second against a lefty. I know I got to stay middle of the field the other way. Drive him in is the priority, but at least advance him to third with less than 2.
And Freeland probably thinking, okay, now he's behind in the count. I have first base open. I have the lefty Grisham, who I've gotten to roll into a double play, and I struck him out in the third. They want to face him instead of Goldschmidt.
Let's see what he's thinking here. 3-1. That fastball misses, so the Yankees all set up here, first and second, nobody out for Trent Grisham.
Trent Grisham here, you think about maybe laying one down the third base line?
Why not? The only problem with that is Aaron Judge coming up next. First base would be open. Let's see, Rojas can have a talk with him. Well, there's Aaron Judge waiting on deck, and the pitching coach Darryl Scott out there to give Freeland a little bit of a breather. Grisham 0 for 2, grounded into a double play and struck out.
Well, the one nice thing, if you do wind up pushing one down third, getting the runners over, if you do walk the Judge, and the numbers that Bellinger has against Freeland, 344, 6 extra base hits, and you just saw the graphic earlier in the game how well Bellinger's hitting against lefties this year.
Well, the Rockies do have some action in their bullpen. First and second, nobody out. Ground ball right in front of the plate. Freeland up with it. The line throw gets away from the first baseman. Peraza will score. Goldschmidt to third. And we talked about the Rockies defensively. They have struggled this year. Freeland can't make the play.
Well, it looked like he tried to rush his throw. This was the only play to first. And he really handcuffed Tolia, the first baseman, had no shot of picking that out of the dirt. There you see, just rushed his throw. He lawn darted it, like aiming the ball instead of throwing it.
Well, Aaron Judge is going to be walked intentionally, and it looks like the Rockies staff going to check on Freeland to make sure he's okay. 2 on the board already for the Yankees, looking to add on. Another look at the play.
Well, he did a nice job getting over there. This is his only play. There you see, threw off balance. Rushed his throw.
Well, looks like Freeland's going to be all right, and Cody Bellinger with a chance to break this one wide open. Bases loaded, nobody out. For Bellinger, already has a double against Freeland.
Now he rolled over on a breaking ball away in his last at bat. He's got to be looking away here.
Fly ball, left center field. Beck comes in. Goldschmidt's going to tag, and that's going to be a sacrifice fly. And Cody Bellinger to the Yankees add on. They now lead 4-1. One down brings up Anthony Volpe, 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout. Well, it all started with an Austin Wells base hit, a double by Peraza, a walk to Goldschmidt. E1 when Grisham was up there, an intentional walk to Judge, and a sacrifice fly for Bellinger. Yankees lead 4-1, looking to add on. Hot shot right back up the middle, off the bag, and bounces away from Amador. Grisham around third. He's going to score. Be an RBI base hit for Anthony Volpe. 5-1 Yanks.
Well, the only play here was probably going to be to second base. You see it hits off that bag, off of Amador. There's no way, right off the top of the base. The only way you're going to make this play, you're not going to get Volpe at first, was to try to get Judge at second. Nice aggressive swing by Anthony Volpe right there.
First and third, one down for Jason Dominguez, a designated hitter. First pitch swinging, drives one to center field and deep. That will get the job done as Doyle settles underneath it. Aaron Judge tags up and scores. Another sacrifice fly. And the Yankees add on another one. And now lead 6-1.
Now you put the ball in play. You got some elevated pitches. Nice job by Bellinger with the sac fly, and right there by Dominguez. You don't want to do too much. You got runners in scoring position. Take advantage of the opportunities. Open up this game.
Two down to bring up DJ LeMahieu. LeMahieu 0 for 2. And the Let's Go Yankee cheers are present at Coors Field. LeMahieu first pitch swinging, fouls it off.
And this would be a great opportunity with a big inning by the Yankees for Anthony Volpe over there to try to be aggressive on that base path. Maybe swipe a base, swipe a bag.
Well, Volpe has stolen 7 bags this season, has been thrown out 3 times. There's a line drive to right field, base hit for LeMahieu, and the inning continues as Volpe takes a big lead around second base, gets back to the bag. And it looks like that will do it for Kyle Freeland this afternoon. The Yankees pouring it on here in the fifth. Base hit for LeMahieu. The Yankees now batting around here in the fifth inning, have put 5 on the board already and looking to add on. Freeland had it going the first 4, but the Yankees got to him in the fifth. With his 5.28 ERA, last pitched on Wednesday. Throws a lot of changeups with a good fastball at about 97. That gets away from Stallings behind the plate. Volpe to third, LeMahieu to second. And this top of the fifth inning started with Austin Wells lining a ball to right field.
Yeah, that's a first pitch changeup, and that's got to be blocked, I would say. And he tried to backhand that and allowed the runners to move up. And Jacob Stallings, usually a really good defensive catcher.
The Yankees lead 6-1 on 9 hits. And there's another base hit for Austin Wells, and that's going to drive in a pair as Volpe scores. LeMahieu around third, he will score, and Austin Wells into second with an RBI double. Yankees blowing it open here in the fifth.
Well, second hit in this inning. He gets a fastball, four-seamer out over the middle of the plate. You watch, nice level swing, real aggressive. He shoots it in that right center field gap. 2 RBI double with 2 outs. Big rally by the Yankees.
Good inning for Wells, who has been struggling offensively coming into this one. 2 down brings up Peraza, who had an RBI double in this inning. We're cooking up something special with Hexclad. See the Yankees offense in this inning, 14th 5+ run inning this year. Join the hybrid revolution at hexclad.com. Peraza now with 9 RBIs with that RBI double in the fifth. Well, the Rockies tied this game up in the bottom of the 4th inning. The Yankees answering here in the top of the 5th, 7 on the board already. Warren Schaefer, the interim manager, looking on. There comes a 3-1. That misses badly off the plate. 2-out walk for Peraza.
Well, that middle relief of the Rockies is what's giving them trouble. Yesterday, their setup guys did a really nice job to lock down that win for them. Their bullpen 20th in baseball, 4.41 ERA.
Back to the top of the lineup, Paul Goldschmidt having a good afternoon, 2 for 2 with a walk. Wells off a second, Peraza off a first. That fastball clips the outside corner. And the 2-1. That misses down and away.
Would you say? I would say since the beginning, watching Paul Goldschmidt, I watched him a lot in the National League with the Cardinals and the Diamondbacks. That his approach, pretty much like Freddie Freeman, likes to go left center field. You know, that's where he wants to go. Goldschmidt the same way, right center field, every single at bat.
Fastball over the plate, 3-2 count. You hear all the great hitters talk all the time about getting their front foot down early so they can recognize pitches and drive the baseball middle of the field. Runners on the move. Hot shot to right center field. Another base hit as Wells scores easily. Peraza to third. And Goldschmidt getting it done this afternoon. 3 for 3 RBI, and the Bombers just keep adding on here in the 5th inning. 9-1.
Well, look at the leg kick. It very much just lifts up that back heel, drops the front toe. Not a big leg kick or stride. This is a hitter's count. You get a pitch on the outside half, and he's thinking right center the whole at bat. You ever watch Freddie Freeman? Pretty much a similar style from the left side. He doesn't have the big high leg kick. He doesn't have the long stride. Just a little bit of the lift of that front foot and then down right away and shoots the ball the other way. Lets the ball travel, very comfortable in letting it travel deep.
Two down for Grisham, who's 0 for 3. Reached on an error, scored a run.
You think about it, it's almost like a 2-strike approach on every pitch.
Yep. Wallison getting loose in that Rocky bullpen, the left-hander. Aaron Judge waiting on deck. Last night the Yankees struggled offensively in the second half of that game, only put 2 on the board, but 9 already. As Grisham gets into one to right center field and deep. That's going to be off the wall. Peraza scores easily. Here comes Goldschmidt. He's going to score another double and a couple RBIs for Trent Grisham, and the Yankees just pouring it on in the 5th inning. 11-1.
Well, Trent Grisham was the only one that didn't join the party as far as the hit parade. Well, that ended right here. 4-seam fastball. A little chop swing, and he hits it right in the center field gap. Right center field gap. There you see, hits off that wall, and it is not fun pitching here at Coors Field.
Well, he talked about staying away from the big inning if you're a pitcher here at Coors Field, and the Rockies struggling here in the 5th. Big swing and a miss from Aaron Judge at a 92-mile-an-hour slider.
Well, every Yankee with a hit today in that lineup.
Judge with his 18th home run of the year. All the way back in the 1st inning, got the Yankees on the board. And the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and the top of the 5th is finally over. The Yankees doing some major damage. 10 runs on the board. They lead 11-1.